Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hi Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 3rd chapter, 6 verses 6 to onwards, 6 upwards. Here in this context I may say that 1 to 12, these 12 verses describe auspicious birth of Krishna. So here it is stated in verse 6, Jaghu Kinnara Gandharva Tustubhu Siddhacharanaha Vidyadhariyasta Nanrutu Apsarohi Samamuda. That means the Kinnaras and Gandharvas began to sing auspicious songs. The Siddhas and Charanas offered auspicious prayers, and the Vidyadharis along with the Apsaras and began to dance in jubilation. In this context, Siddha Swami in Bhagavata Deepika says that Tada Ahasanna Prashabhu Jasmin Tasmin Samay. When the Lord is about to take bath, that is midnight of Bhadra Masra Krishna Pakya Ashtami Tithi, that day. So, Jiva Goswami in Laghu Vaishnava Tosan says the word Cha indicates that the Vidyadharis were of similar status to the previously mentioned beings. Since the Lord was born in a solitary place, not understanding that place, suddenly they were overcome with joy and danced. Instead of Muda, the word Tada is often seen, but Siddha Swami doesn't accept that version. I have described about Siddha Swami's purport. And verse 7 to 8 describes how Mumuchu Manayo Devaha Shumanansi Mudanvitaha Mandam Jaladhara Jagajur Anusagaram Nisiddhe Tamadhute Jayamane Janardane Devakyang Devarupyanyam Vishnu Sarva Bhasaya Avirasit Yatha Prachyam Disindhu Eva Puskraha. That means the demigods and great saintly persons showered flowers in a joyous mood, and clouds gathered in the sky and very mildly thundered, making sounds like those of the ocean's waves. And then the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu, who is situated in the core of everyone's heart, appeared from the heart of Devaki in the dense darkness of night, like the full moon rising on the eastern horizon, because Devaki was of the same category as Sri Krishna. In the purport, Sri Prabhupada Maharaj says, as stated in Brahma Samhita 537, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitavi. That means this verse indicates that Krishna and his entourage are of the same spiritual potency, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa. Krishna's father, his mother, his friends, and the cowed boys and the cows are all expansions of Krishna, as will be explained in the Brahma Samhita. When Brahma took away Krishna's associates to rest and the supremacy, to taste the supremacy of Lord Krishna, the Lord expanded himself again in the forms of the many cowherd boys and calves, all of whom, as Brahma saw, were Vishnu Murtis. Devaki is also an expansion of Krishna, and therefore this verse says, Devakyam Devarupyanyam Vishnu Sarvabhasaya. At the time for the Lord's appearance, the great sages and the demigods, being pleased, began to shower flowers. At the seashore there was the sound of mild waves, and above the sea there were clouds in the sky which began to thunder very pleasingly. When things were adjusted like this, Lord Vishnu, who is residing within the heart of every living entity, appeared in the darkness of night as the Supreme Personality of Godhead before Devaki, who appeared as one of the demigoddesses. The appearance of Lord Vishnu at the time could be compared to the rising of the full moon in the sky on the eastern horizon. The objection may be raised that since Lord Krishna appeared on the 8th day of the waning moon, there could be no rising of the full moon. In answer to this, it may be said that Lord Krishna appeared in the dynasty which is in the hierarchy of the moon. Therefore, although the moon was incomplete on that night, because of the Lord's appearance in the dynasty, wherein the moon is itself the original person, the moon was in an overzealous condition. So, by the grace of Krishna, he could appear as a full moon. To welcome the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the waning moon became a full moon in jubilation. Instead of Deva Rupinya, some texts of Srimad Bhagavatam clearly say Vishnu Rupinya. In either case, the meaning is that Devaki has the same spiritual form as the Lord. The Lord is Sachidananda Vigraha, Brahma Samhita 5.1, and Devaki is also Sachidananda Vigraha. Therefore, no one can find any fault in the way the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sachidananda Vigraha, appeared from the womb of Devaki. Those who are not in full knowledge that and the appearance and disappearance of the Lord are transcendental, Janma Karma Chami Divyam, are sometimes surprised that the Supreme Personality of Godhead can take birth like an ordinary child. Actually, however, the Lord's birth is never ordinary. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is always situated within the core of everyone's heart as Antarjami, the Super Soul. Thus, because he was present in full potency in Devaki's heart, he was also able to appear outside her body. One of the 12 great personalities is Vishmadev, Swambhu, Narada, Sambhu, etc. In Srimad Bhagavatam, 1 Canto 9 chapter text 42, Vishma says, a great authority to be followed by devotees, says that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is situated in the core of everyone's heart, just as the sun may be on everyone's head. Yet, although the sun may be on the head of millions and millions of people, this doesn't mean that the sun is variously situated. Similarly, because the Supreme Personality of Godhead has inconceivable potencies, he can be within everyone's heart and yet not be situated variously. Ekatvam anupasyatah, Ishavanishad 7. The Lord is one, but he can appear in everyone's heart by his inconceivable potency. Although the Lord was within the heart of a Devaki, he appeared as a child. According to the Vishnu Purana, therefore, as quoted in the Vaishnava Dosani, the Lord appeared like the sun, Anugrahasaya. The Brahma Samhita 5.35 confirms that the Lord is situated even within the atom, Andantarasa Brahman Jayantarasam. He is situated in Mathura, in Vaikuntha, and in the core of the heart. Therefore, one should clearly understand that he didn't live like an ordinary child in the heart of the womb of Devaki. Nor did he appear like an ordinary human child, although he seemed to do so in order to bewilder asuras like Kansa. The asuras wrongly think that Krishna took birth like an ordinary child and passed away from the world like an ordinary man. Such asuri conceptions are rejected by persons in knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ajovisana Vayatma, stated in Bhagavad Gita 4.6. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, the Lord is Aja, unborn, and he is the supreme controller of everything. Nonetheless, he appeared as the child of Devaki. This verse describes the inconceivable potential of the Lord who appeared like the full moon. Understanding the special significance of the appearance of the Supreme Godhead, one should never regard him as having taken birth like an ordinary child. So, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Sarartha Darshan gives a long purport. So, I would like to rather speak about Srivasudhar Swami's Bhavarta Deepika. And Tamaso Dhute Ghana Tamasi Nisidhe Jatha Jathavat Aishwaryena Rupena. The mid of the night, he appeared as Ishwara, the Lord. This is also stated by Srila Prabhupada Maharaj in his purport. So, further purports like Jiva Goswami Kama Sandarbha, Janardana means he who was requested by the people to take bath, to his bath. He appeared from Devaki, a form of the functioning of Suddha Sattva Vasudeva Devarupinya. So, in this way, there is also Sripad Brihad Vaishnava Tosani, Sripad Sanatana Goswami says, this is explained. Even Lakshmi, situated on the Lord's head, could not control Krishna as Jasoda did. Lakshmi controls only one limb of the Lord, his chest, Anga Sansraya, like that. So thank you very much for listening to this lecture, and please don't forget to subscribe, share and like our channel and get the blessings of the Lord. Hare Krishna.